representation of the mountains, and that will give you a clear picture about what we are talking about. Um, that's the different forms of and the shapes of the mountains. Usually, the mountains is cold on the top, and by if you go up, it have the sources of rivers. Usually, when the clouds hit the top of the mountains, the rain start coming afterward. Um, so, what are the functions? I want to give some points about the functions on of the mountains. First of all, the mountains is was created to make a balance for the Earth's movement, the rotation of the Earth, because you guys know that we have two movement, one around the sun and one around it's the Earth move around the sun once every year, and we have the 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 Earth rotate around itself once every day, and that's created the time, and it created the seasons and different forms. So the balance of this movement is related to the existing of the mountains, because mountains is fixing the earth when it moves. So it like it's like different masses. If you calculate the mass of the mountains versus the mass of the earth, the balance and the ratio between it, that's what create the stability of the movement of the earth. This is number one. No, number two, it hold and fix the crust, the earth's crust. As you know that we have different layers of surfaces of the earth's core, and then there is like some the core is very hot. It's very liquid and hot, and then in between the that core, with the lava and everything of the earth, we have the semi liquid, which is more like a not soluble but elastic, very hard material, and then we have the crust, which is the hardest part of the earth, and the role of the mountains is to fix the different crust layers and the tectonic plates. We have a lot of tectonic plates on the earth, around this solid, semi liquid solid surface within the earth. That's fixing that plate, and most of our life is on that crust, the solid crust of the earth. All our buildings, all our roads, railways, life is on that. As you know that we have the land is like 28%, 29% of the earth, and the water is like 71%. So that mountains fix that area, make it fix it. And also we have the third function of the mountains is to hold the atmosphere, the one that we breathe, the air and the oxygen around the world. If there is no mountains, the atmosphere will be unbalanced. And the subhanallah, it's like it's a cycle. It is very integrated between the earth and the atmosphere through the mountains, and even the entire life is based on that. The entire life cycle of earth is based on the mountain and the atmosphere and the earth interaction, as well as water. So those four elements is interacted through. If the mountain is not there, we will not have rivers, we will not have the rain will not come, and then the water will not be created the rivers. Like we will have the source of the rain will go and then created the rivers, and then the rivers will go to the sea, and the sea will go to the ocean, and then the ocean evaporate and create the clouds, and the clouds go back and hit the mountains, and then create the snow over there, and then the rain, and keep going like this in a cycle. If that part is not there, the entire life cycle of the earth will not be the way that we learn and we live right now. Subhanallah. So fixing and maintaining the atmosphere is very key with the mountains. And then we have number four is the mountains is a source of rivers, the origination source of the rivers. Any river have to be it have to be sourced and created through a mountain. Subhanallah, this is a blessing from Allah. May Allah bless our mountains and rivers and the entire uh, drinking water and the life. In Quran also we have وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, from water we have every living being, in everywhere. So if there is water, there is a life. So the source of origination is the mountain, subhanallah. And then number five is all the 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 materials and the minerals and like the gold, the mines is on the mountains. Gold, silver, aluminium, copper, all those materials is stored, subhanallah, in the mountains. So it's also, if the mountains is a very rich source of very good mining and good sources for industry, like all the silver, gold, anything that you make use of it in the industry, in the manufacturing, you will find it through the mountains. So those are the high level specifications about the mountains and how, subhanallah, this is the entire humanity didn't know that until the 19th century. It's accumulated. We will go for the Quran and see how the Quran was mentioning what's going on with the mountains back in for more than 1400 years when we come back. Okay, thank you. We'll come back.